season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They go to the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Back to throw, it's Gideon. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Gideon. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Let's go! Now on the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
Man, we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ducks back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gives it on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give on the option. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 19 to Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Gideon. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him 1st and goal.
And what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to give the defense tons of credit, because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Moving away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room, it's Vasquez. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Gideon. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to finish.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Looking to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
End is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Gideon. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great job by the back on the option.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Key. Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker.
Number 12 on the field goal.
He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll open the second half with a run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Yeah, And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Gideon. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. On the ground, it's Vasquez. And And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. And
he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, and answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Quarterback keeps it. Nice move there. That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, the momentum momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Vasquez. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a crease to the left.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Across the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Gideon. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Motion from the wide receiver. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the first himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gideon. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big converting this two-point attempt and making it a one-score game. He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late.
All right, this offense now gives themselves a chance, man. The two-point conversion, one-possession game, need some things to go right. Need the defense to step up, get the stop to get the football back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Second down coming up. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air. It's Key. He's taking a deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Steps out of bounds at the 37. First down on the offense.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And as he throws, they fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team